Salute, General, Iro, Musa, Etiquette. I'm affectionately referred to as General Etiquette, and I've been thinking about a plethora of things, but today specifically, I've been thinking about what does it mean to accept support, especially as a man. As a man, right? Accepting support. What does that look like and what does that mean? Right? It means us letting go of our egos, right? It means delving into trust, right? This idea of trust, this idea of accepting support, because the truth of the matter is COVID is very, very difficult. There's a lot of people who are in a rough place financially. There's a lot of people who are in a rough place in terms of their health. There are a lot of people who just aren't doing their best. We're in trying times, right? And whilst we're here, right, to build community through thought-provoking discourse, right, we're also here to urge one another and each other to live from a perspective of love. So in doing so, it's in trying to understand how difficult times can be and how support can be offered and received, right? But like I said, anybody who can find anything valuable in my channel, please, by all means, take it, like, comment, subscribe, engage the channel, help build the channel, help build the community. But I speak specifically to men at times because that is the existence that I'm simultaneously living, right? So I know for me, I know in my life I've had challenges. I'm accepting support, right? And I distinguish that from help, right? I say support because support is genuine, right? Support is without attachment, without negative intention, without, right, anything other than appreciation. Because the truth of the matter is that anybody who truly supports you, they do so, right? Not to say they don't want the blessing back, not to say they don't want to be paid back, but really they do it from a perspective of love. And the truth of the matter is appreciation is enough. So how does that tie back to accepting support? As a man, I know I've had difficulty accepting support, whether that's been instruction from coaches at times, whether it's been in a work environment at times, whether it's even with my friends, and we come to working out, right, and form. And as we are trying to get better and continue to try to get better, right, and become more vulnerable in those relationships and trying to make those relationships healthy, right, having to realize that people didn't really feel like they could come to me and offer support, right? And that's a problem because the truth of the matter is, right, whilst you can be independent, you can be resilient, you can persevere, you can be resourceful, you can be all the things that allow you to exist. What you have to do is understand is that we can't do anything by ourselves. The only thing you can do by yourself is survive, right? The only thing you can do by yourself is survive. But in order to thrive, you need others, right? You need support, which means you have to be able to cap your ego. You have to learn how to communicate when you need support and what that support might look like, right? And like I said, as a man, I know in my life I've had difficulty accepting support. And I've had situations in my life where people have come out and vocalized that they had my back, right? And whether that's in fitness or that was, let me know if you may need to borrow something or hold something, or let me know what's going on. It came from a genuine place and it was love. And whilst I didn't necessarily feel absolutely comfortable, right, trying to be vulnerable and traversing those relationships of reciprocity and understanding that their support was coming from a place of love because they believed that it was appreciated, right? For no other reason, the commonality across the board when people help you, when it comes from a genuine place, is that if they feel genuinely appreciated, right, then that's payment in and of itself, right? Getting the money back or having a reciprocal situation coming down in which you can hold them down in return. That's wonderful. That's lovely. But being able to truly trust and understand that someone appreciates the support that you're providing is paramount. It's absolutely paramount. So like I said, right, to tie that back into receiving support as a man, and I imagine there are other men, right, because of the way we've been conditioned to understand that men stand up as we do. We provide, we protect, right? All of those things are intrinsic to us, and that is absolutely true. But I'm here to say you are a man. Listen closely. You are a man because of the way that you carry yourself. Your circumstances will change. Undoubtedly, your circumstances will change, and hopefully, it's not unfortunately too often, but your circumstances will change. Those are the variables. But what has to be the constant is the way that you stand up and represent yourself. Accept that support, because it doesn't make you less of a man to accept genuine support when you may be in a time of need. And more importantly, that's for everybody with pride and ego. Allow your ego to dissipate, right? Understand that it's a difference between taking support and going and doing BS and abusing and being parasitic. There's a difference between that and then looking at the genuine support and taking that to get you over a hump, or to invest into an endeavor that'll allow you to catch your own fish. So like I said, this idea of support from my personal life, I've had genuine moments where people have just said, hey, Kev, I'm there for you. I got you. If you need support, let me know. Don't carry the burden alone. You have a village. You have a support system, because in order to thrive, we need others. All we can do by ourselves is survive. And that's what we've been doing for a long time. And I don't know about you all, but I'm tired of that. It's time to do something different. I want to do something different. And if you want to do something different, right, as we continue to unpack these different topics, understand that receiving support doesn't make you any less. Receiving support in a moment doesn't make you any less. What's required of you is a genuine appreciation. And the support comes and should come from a place because of the way that you carry yourself normally, typically, and always, right? Someone who genuinely wants to support you, who wants nothing but appreciation in return, they're doing it from a place of love. They're doing it from a place of care, and they believe that you genuinely appreciate them. And ultimately, they may feel that if the roles was reversed, you'd be there for them, right? So understand, not accepting support at times can also be seen as offensive, because when someone extends their hand, right, it's incumbent upon us to understand that it doesn't make us less than. That's their attempt to extend love. That's their attempt to say, I got you. Lean on me if you need to. You don't have to take this on alone. You don't have to carry this burden alone, right? And that's why we're here. That's why we're trying to build community. That's why we're trying to do something different, right? We all understand unhealthy relationships has existed since the dawn of time. That's all we see throughout our families, throughout friendships, throughout different relationships, right? There's ways to do things better, right? Let's try to do that on a holistic level, from a communal standpoint, right? We all can do better. We all can choose better. We all can do better. We all can choose better. So understand, as we continue to grow, accepting support no matter who you are, right? Like I said, let me broaden and expand it. No matter who you are, putting your ego to the side and understanding that there's people that love you, that want to support you when you're genuinely a solid person that's coming from a place of how you typically handle yourself. That is the resources being provided for you. That is the resource being provided for you in order for you to be able to get to the next point. So understand, never feel bad about accepting genuine support, but do your damnedest to live up to your standards, to take that support, right, to prop yourself up, right, and explode forward and explode upward, right? So remember, it doesn't make you any less of a man. It doesn't make you any less of a person, no matter who you are. I love y'all, man. If y'all see me, say what's up, but you probably won't because of the Rona. So just salute. General, Pyro, Musa, etiquette.